I'm 13 News Now meteorologist Evan Stewart. It is Thursday afternoon. We've got the latest update on Debby, still a tropical storm. I do expect that as we get the 2 o'clock advisory coming in, that the storm will be downgraded to either a subtropical storm or tropical depression. Either way, Debby is weakening, but still packing a punch across parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, and now into Virginia. Doesn't look like a traditional tropical system with the spiraling bands all the way around it. Some dry air is being pulled into the center. But on the east side of it, what is also known as the dirty side, we are seeing those bands of thunderstorms, and we have seen some tornadoes reported through the down east areas of North Carolina. And that potential for isolated tornadoes is moving into areas of Virginia. So as of the 11 o'clock advisory, winds of 40 miles per hour, moving to the north-northwest at 10. That faster forward speed, which will eventually increase even more later this afternoon and tonight, will mean that the heaviest of the rain and the flooding potential is mitigated to some extent. But we'll still see the potential for any of these rain bands to produce some very heavy rain and some flooding. By 8 o'clock Friday morning, located over northern Virginia and then rapidly being pulled off towards the north and east. So by late Saturday and early Sunday, moving into the North Atlantic. So it's not going to be around here for much longer. We just got to get through today and into parts of the day tomorrow. Now, the flash flooding potential, with the track shifting westward, the flash flooding potential has shifted westward as well, and now includes areas from southern North Carolina up through Raleigh over towards Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, and into western parts of Virginia. That includes Charlottesville, even into Roanoke. That's where we could see the potential for heavy rain and flash flooding. And of course, once you get into the mountains, you're dealing with the topography that can enhance that risk of flash flooding. Our threats here much lower across eastern Virginia and North Carolina, but the tornado threat is certainly higher here on the right side of that storm. So again, you can see possible flash flooding here through the coastal plain of Virginia, North Carolina. Once we get back into the Piedmont, it starts to increase, and especially back towards the mountains. Now, just about the entire area is under a tornado watch through 8 p.m. tonight. It does not include the eastern shore, but I wouldn't be surprised, and I expect this to be expanded and extended even into the overnight, as that threat for isolated thunderstorms that could produce a spin-up tornado will continue into the evening and the overnight. Elsewhere in the tropics, not much going on. We don't have any areas of low pressure just yet, but later this week, we could see something try to develop here through parts of the southern Atlantic over towards the Caribbean, towards the Lesser Antilles or the Greater Antilles. About a 30% chance later this week. But otherwise, the big story in the tropics is Debby. And of course, we'll always have updates here online with the latest forecast trajectory and the forecast projection on Debby as we go here throughout the next couple of days.